Imagine being told your entire life that drinking more water is one of the best things you can do for your health, only to discover that after the age of 60, that advice may no longer work the way you think. In fact, what if I told you that drinking plain water without any adjustments might not improve your circulation at all, and in some cases, could even slow down the way blood flows through your body? It sounds impossible. After all, we've been taught that water is the foundation of life, that it hydrates, detoxifies, and supports every system in the body. So how could something so basic suddenly become less effective? But here's the truth that most people are never told. After 60, your body changes in ways that are subtle but powerful. Your blood becomes slightly thicker. Your red blood cells lose some of their flexibility. Your body produces less nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for relaxing your blood vessels and allowing blood to flow freely. And because of these changes, hydration no longer works the same way it did when you were younger. The water is still there, but the response is not. This is why so many older adults do everything right. They drink water throughout the day. They stay mindful of their health, and yet they still experience symptoms that don't seem to make sense. Cold hands, heavy legs, dizziness when standing, brain fog that lingers, a constant sense of fatigue that never fully goes away. And the most frustrating part? They assume it's just aging. But what if it's not? What if the problem isn't that you're not drinking enough water, but that your body is no longer responding to it properly? Because hydration is not just about how much you drink, it's about how your body uses it. Think of it this way. Your bloodstream is not just a passive system, it's dynamic. It reacts to signals, minerals, compounds, and chemical triggers that tell your blood vessels when to open, when to relax, and how efficiently to deliver oxygen to your tissues. Plain water, on its own, doesn't always provide those signals, especially after 60. In some cases, it can actually dilute important electrolytes temporarily, reducing the very response your body needs to improve circulation. So you drink more, but feel the same, or worse. And that leads to a question most people never think to ask. What if it's not about drinking more water, but drinking it differently? Because recent research has shown something fascinating. Small, simple changes to how you hydrate, what you add, when you drink, and how your body absorbs it can create measurable improvements in blood flow within minutes. Not days, not weeks, minutes. Some of these changes are so simple they sound almost too easy to matter. Others have been studied in clinical settings, showing improvements in blood vessel function, oxygen delivery, and even energy levels in older adults. And yet, almost no one talks about them. Not because they're hidden, but because they're overlooked. So before you take another sip of plain water today, ask yourself one simple question. Is your body actually using it the way it should? Or have you been doing the right thing in the wrong way? Because once you understand this difference, everything about how you hydrate and how you feel can begin to change. As you move past the age of 60, your body doesn't suddenly stop working, but it does begin to work differently. And one of the most important changes happens quietly, deep inside your bloodstream. To understand why hydration feels less effective, you need to understand what's changing beneath the surface. The first key shift is a drop in nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a natural molecule your body produces to help blood vessels relax and widen. Think of it as a signal that tells your arteries, open up, let blood flow smoothly. When nitric oxide levels are high, circulation is efficient. Oxygen and nutrients move easily through your body. But after 60, nitric oxide production declines. That means your blood vessels don't expand as easily. They become slightly stiffer, less responsive, and slower to react. So even if you drink water, your vessels may not open enough to improve circulation the way they once did. The second change involves your red blood cells. When you're younger, these cells are flexible and smooth. They can bend and squeeze through even the tiniest capillaries, delivering oxygen exactly where it's needed. But with age, they lose some of that flexibility. They become slightly more rigid, less efficient at moving through small vessels. Imagine trying to push a soft rubber ball through a narrow tube versus a stiff one. The softer one flows easily. The stiff one struggles. That's what's happening inside your body. As a result, blood flow becomes less efficient, especially in areas like your hands, feet, and brain. The third factor is plasma volume. Plasma is the liquid part of your blood. It carries nutrients, hormones, and oxygen throughout your body. As you age, total plasma volume tends to decrease slightly. This makes your blood more concentrated. In simple terms, it becomes a bit thicker. And thicker blood doesn't move as easily. It requires more effort from your heart and more cooperation from your blood vessels. If those vessels are already less responsive, circulation slows even further. Now, when you drink plain water into this system, something interesting happens. Instead of immediately improving flow, the water can temporarily dilute electrolytes, key minerals like sodium and potassium that help regulate vascular function. Without those signals, your blood vessels don't respond as strongly. So the water enters your system, but the circulation response is weaker than expected. This is why hydration after 60 is no longer just about quantity. It's about how your body processes and responds to what you drink. Once you understand these three changes, lower nitric oxide, less flexible blood cells, and reduced plasma efficiency, you begin to see why the same habits no longer produce the same results. And more importantly, you begin to see why a smarter approach to hydration can make a real difference. Here's the part most people misunderstand, and once you see it, everything changes. The issue is not that you're not drinking enough water. It's that your body may not be using that water effectively. In simple terms, the water is there, but the circulation is not. This explains why so many people over 60 stay well hydrated, yet still experience symptoms that don't seem to make sense. Cold hands and feet, even in warm environments. A brief wave of dizziness when standing up. Heavy legs by the end of the day. A constant feeling of low energy or mental fog. These are not random discomforts. They are signs that blood is not moving efficiently through your body, because hydration alone does not guarantee circulation. Your bloodstream relies on signals, chemical triggers that tell your blood vessels to relax, open, and deliver oxygen where it's needed. If those signals are weak, water alone cannot create the response your body needs. Think of your circulation like a delivery system. Blood carries oxygen and nutrients to every cell, but if the system slows down, those deliveries become delayed or reduced. Some areas like your hands, feet, and brain feel it first. And that's exactly what many people experience. They drink more water, expecting to feel better. But nothing changes because the problem isn't the amount of water. It's how the body responds to it. Once you understand this, your perspective shifts. You stop focusing on drinking more and start thinking about how to make hydration actually work. Because when circulation improves, everything feels different, warmer, clearer, and more energized. And that's the difference most people never realize. Now, here's where things begin to shift from confusion to possibility. Because if the problem isn't just about how much water you drink, then the solution doesn't require more medication, complicated treatments, or expensive interventions. It starts with something much simpler, changing the way you hydrate. This is what many researchers and clinicians are now calling times smart hydration. Instead of relying on plain water alone, smart hydration focuses on how your body responds to what you drink, how it absorbs fluids, how it signals blood vessels to open, and how effectively it supports circulation at a cellular level. And the best part? You don't need pills. You don't need prescriptions. You don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle. Small adjustments, simple additions to your water, better timing, and a more intentional approach can create noticeable changes in how your body feels. Because when hydration works properly, it doesn't just fill your system. It activates it. It helps your blood vessels relax. It improves the delivery of oxygen. It supports energy production in your cells. And many people begin to feel the difference surprisingly quickly. Warmer hands, lighter legs, clearer thinking, more stable energy throughout the day. This is where hope comes in, because instead of accepting fatigue, coldness, or sluggish circulation as part of aging, you begin to see that your body is still capable of responding if you give it the right signals. You're not just drinking water anymore. You're using it strategically, and that simple shift can make all the difference. Let's start with the first simple upgrade to your hydration, one that may sound surprising at first, but is backed by a growing understanding of how your body uses fluids after 60. Himalayan pink salt with lemon water. For years, many people have been told to avoid salt at all costs, especially when thinking about circulation. But the truth is more nuanced because your body doesn't just need water, it needs the right balance of minerals to use that water effectively. Himalayan pink salt contains a wide range of trace minerals, including magnesium, potassium, calcium, and iron. These minerals play a direct role in how your blood vessels function. They help regulate fluid balance, support nerve signals, and most importantly, assist your vessels in relaxing and expanding properly. When you add fresh lemon juice, something important happens. The vitamin C and natural acids in lemon enhance the absorption of these minerals, helping your body utilize them more efficiently. This combination creates what is known as an isotonic effect, a fluid that closely matches the natural composition of your blood plasma. And when your body recognizes that balance, it responds more quickly. Instead of simply passing through your system, the fluid is absorbed at a deeper level. Your cells hold on to it. Your blood vessels receive the signals they need. Circulation becomes more responsive. Many people notice a subtle but clear shift. A gentle warmth in the hands, less heaviness in the legs, a feeling that their body is actually using the water they're drinking. The preparation is simple. Take a glass of room temperature or slightly warm water, never hot, as excessive heat can reduce some of the beneficial properties of lemon. Add about a quarter teaspoon of genuine Himalayan pink salt, not refined table salt. Then squeeze in the juice of half a fresh lemon and stir until fully dissolved. The timing matters just as much as the ingredients. The best moment to drink this is in the morning, on an empty stomach, about 20 to 30 minutes before eating. At this time, your body is more receptive, and absorption is at its highest. This small habit doesn't require effort or complexity, but it sends the right signals your body has been missing. And for many people, that's where the difference begins. Next on the list is a combination that has been quietly used for years, not just for general health, but specifically for improving circulation in a very targeted way. Apple cider vinegar with cinnamon. At first glance, it may seem simple, but the science behind it is surprisingly powerful. Apple cider vinegar contains acetic acid, a compound that has been shown to support the production of nitric oxide in the body. And as you've learned, nitric oxide is essential for healthy blood flow. It signals your blood vessels to relax and widen, allowing blood to move more freely and efficiently. When nitric oxide levels improve, circulation improves. Oxygen delivery increases, and your body begins to feel more energized and responsive. Now, when you add cinnamon to this mix, you introduce another important layer of support. Cinnamon contains natural compounds that help reduce inflammation in blood vessels and improve insulin sensitivity. This is critical because inflammation and unstable blood sugar are two major factors that disrupt circulation, especially after 60. Together, these two ingredients create a synergistic effect. The vinegar helps open the vessels. The cinnamon helps protect them. And over time, this combination supports smoother, more stable blood flow throughout your body. There have been multiple studies observing these effects. Participants who regularly consumed diluted apple cider vinegar showed improvements in vascular function and metabolic balance. When paired with cinnamon, the benefits extended further, especially in reducing markers of inflammation and improving circulation to the extremities. But like everything, the key is using it correctly. To prepare it, mix 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar, preferably with the mother, into a glass of water. Add a small pinch, about a quarter teaspoon, of high-quality cinnamon. Stir well. If the taste feels too strong, you can add a small amount of natural honey, but keep it minimal to avoid affecting blood sugar. Timing also matters. You can drink this about 20 minutes before a meal to support blood sugar control, or before light activity to enhance circulation and energy. This is not about intensity, it's about consistency. Because when you give your body the right signals day after day, your circulation doesn't just improve temporarily. It becomes more stable, more efficient, and more resilient over time. Now we move to one of the most powerful natural circulation boosters available, so effective that even professional athletes rely on it. Beetroot and ginger. This combination works at a deeper physiological level, targeting the very mechanism your body uses to improve blood flow. Beetroot is naturally rich in dietary nitrates. Once consumed, your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, the same critical molecule responsible for relaxing blood vessels and improving circulation. But here's what makes beetroot especially powerful. It doesn't just trigger nitric oxide briefly. It sustains it. This means your blood vessels stay more open, your circulation remains smoother, and your tissues receive more oxygen for an extended period of time. And that leads to a noticeable difference. Better energy, improved endurance, clearer thinking, warmer extremities. This is exactly why athletes have used beetroot juice for years to enhance performance, increase oxygen efficiency, and delay fatigue. Now, when you combine beetroot with ginger, the benefits go even further. Ginger contains active compounds that help reduce inflammation in blood vessels and improve the flexibility of red blood cells. This allows them to move more easily through even the smallest capillaries, delivering oxygen more efficiently throughout your body. In simple terms, beetroot opens the pathways. Ginger improves the flow within them. Together, they create a powerful effect that supports circulation from multiple angles. Studies have shown that regular consumption of beetroot-based drinks can significantly improve blood flow to the brain and muscles, while also helping regulate blood pressure. When paired with ginger, these effects become even more pronounced, especially in older adults. Preparing this drink is simple. You can use fresh beetroot juice by blending 1 medium beetroot with water and straining it, or use beetroot powder for convenience. Add a small amount of freshly grated ginger or ginger powder and mix well. Timing is important here. For energy and daily circulation support, drink it in the morning or early afternoon. For recovery and overnight benefits, it can be taken a couple of hours before bedtime. Some people notice a mild flushing or warmth after drinking it. That's not a side effect. It's a signal. Your blood vessels are opening. Your circulation is improving, and your body is finally responding the way it's supposed to. Now we move to one of the fastest acting circulation boosters on this list, so immediate that some people can actually feel the effect within minutes. Cayenne pepper and turmeric. This combination works differently from the others. Instead of gradually improving circulation over time, it creates a rapid vasodilation response, meaning your blood vessels open up quickly, allowing blood to flow more freely almost instantly. The key ingredient here is capsaicin, found in cayenne pepper. Capsaicin activates specific receptors in your body that trigger blood vessels to relax and expand. As a result, circulation increases rapidly, especially to the hands, feet, and extremities areas where blood flow is often weakest after 60. That's why many people report a sudden warming sensation shortly after consuming it. Your body isn't just reacting to heat, it's increasing blood flow. Now, when you combine cayenne with turmeric, the effect becomes even more powerful. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound known for its strong anti-inflammatory properties. While cayenne improves the flow, curcumin helps protect and repair the blood vessels themselves, reducing the inflammation that restricts circulation over time. This creates a powerful dual effect: immediate improvement in blood flow, long-term support for vascular health. Some research has even shown that this combination can improve circulation markers at levels comparable to certain medications without the same side effects when used appropriately. But there's one important detail many people miss. Curcumin is not easily absorbed on its own. That's why adding a small amount of black pepper is essential. It enhances absorption dramatically, allowing your body to actually use the compound effectively. To prepare this drink, mix warm water with a small amount of cayenne pepper, turmeric, and a pinch of black pepper. Adding a little healthy fat like coconut oil can further improve absorption. Drink it slowly. Let your body adjust, because the effect is real and often noticeable. In simple terms, cayenne ignites circulation, while turmeric protects and strengthens the system behind it. Fast, powerful, and surprisingly effective for something so simple. Now we arrive at the most powerful combination on this list, the one that stands above all the others when it comes to improving circulation, protecting your arteries, and even reversing aspects of vascular aging. Pomegranate and dark chocolate. This is not just another healthy drink. This is a circulation-enhancing system, working on multiple levels inside your body. Let's start with pomegranate. Pomegranate is one of the richest natural sources of polyphenols, especially compounds that have been shown to dramatically increase nitric oxide production, the molecule responsible for relaxing and widening your blood vessels. Some studies suggest this increase can reach up to 230%, which is an extraordinary effect for something completely natural. But here's what makes it even more powerful. Pomegranate doesn't just increase nitric oxide. It also helps protect it from breaking down. That means the effect lasts longer and works more efficiently. Now, when you combine this with dark chocolate, specifically chocolate with at least 70% cacao, you introduce another group of compounds called flavonols. These compounds do something remarkable. They don't just improve blood flow, they help repair the inner lining of your blood vessels. Over time, this leads to reduced arterial stiffness, improved flexibility of blood vessels, better response to changes in blood pressure, and most importantly, reduced plaque buildup inside your arteries. Think about that for a moment. Better flow, cleaner vessels, stronger structure, all from a simple daily habit. Some long-term studies have even observed that consistent consumption of this combination can make arteries behave like those of someone years younger. Not just symptom relief, actual functional improvement. That's why many researchers describe this as a form of vascular rejuvenation. It's not magic. It's biology working the way it's supposed to when given the right support. To use it, combine pure pomegranate juice without added sugar with a small amount of raw cacao or high-quality dark chocolate. Drink it regularly. Because this is not about one-time results. It's about compounding effects over time. Day by day, your blood vessels become more responsive, more flexible, more efficient. And that changes everything. Because when your circulation improves, every system in your body benefits. Your brain, your muscles, your energy, your overall vitality. This is why this drink ranks number one. Not because it's trendy, but because it works at the deepest level, supporting the very system that keeps your entire body alive and functioning. Simple, powerful, and truly transformative. Now, before you start trying these drinks, there's something extremely important you need to understand. Because even the most powerful natural solutions can lose their effectiveness or even cause problems if they're used the wrong way. So, let's talk about how to use them safely and effectively. First, timing matters more than most people think. Your body responds differently throughout the day. For most of these drinks, the best times are either in the morning on an empty stomach or 30-60 minutes before a meal or light activity. This is when absorption is highest and your circulation system is most responsive. Some drinks, like beetroot or pomegranate, can also be used in the afternoon to support blood flow during your body's natural repair cycle. But avoid taking stimulating combinations, like cayenne, too close to bedtime. They may interfere with sleep. Second, more is not always better. This is a common mistake. These drinks are effective because of their concentration. Taking excessive amounts will not double the benefit, it may actually stress your system. Start with small doses, observe how your body responds, then adjust gradually if needed. Consistency matters more than intensity. Third, and most important, consider your personal health conditions. If you have high blood pressure, kidney issues, diabetes, or are taking medications such as blood thinners, you need to be cautious. Some ingredients like cayenne, turmeric, or apple cider vinegar can interact with medications or amplify certain effects in your body. This doesn't mean you can't use them. It means you should use them wisely. When in doubt, consult a healthcare professional before making changes. Because the goal here is not just better circulation, it's safe, sustainable improvement. In simple terms, these drinks are powerful tools, but like any tool, they work best when used correctly. Right timing, right amount, right awareness. That's how you turn a simple habit into real results. At the end of the day, this isn't really about water. It's about understanding your body. Because what you've seen today changes a simple belief most people never question. Drinking more water is not always the answer. Drinking smarter is. Your body after 60 is different. It needs signals, not just volume. It needs support, not just habit. And when you give it the right combination, even something as simple as a small change in how you drink, you begin to notice something powerful. Warmer hands, lighter legs, clearer thinking, more stable energy throughout the day. Not because you added something complicated, but because you finally worked with your body, not against it. So here's what I want you to do. Don't try everything at once. Pick one method. Start today. Stay consistent. And pay attention to how your body responds. Because small changes, done consistently, create real transformation over time. If this opened your eyes even a little, take a second to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more simple, science-based ways to stay healthy after 60. Your body is always communicating. Now you know how to listen.